Good morning and welcome to News Desk here on Multi TV. Coming up, there's the Ashanti Regional Police Commander in charge of visibility demoted for poor supervision of his men. Also ahead is we'll take you to Nasia, where over 1,000 residents have been displaced following a torrential rainstorm that hit the area. And Greater Accra Secretariat of the New Patriotic Party rejects the nominations of some parliamentary aspirants following an illegal waiver granted them by the party's General Secretary. The details of these and more in the next hour. You're welcome to News Desk. My name is Kobna Chenchen. Our very first story of the day, and the Ashanti Regional Police Commander in charge of visibility has been demoted for poor supervision of his men. The action follows the arrest of one of his subordinates, Constable Emmanuel Sapong, for allegedly stealing an iPhone 6 worth about 4,000 Ghana cedis belonging to a Chinese couple during night patrols in Kumasi. The 26-year-old has since been interdicted pending criminal prosecution. Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin reports.
The suspect, Emmanuel Sapong, is said to have stolen the phone from the victim's car during a search by the police. Constable Sapong, who joined the visibility unit 2 years ago, has allegedly admitted to the offense during questioning. Deputy Ashanti Regional Police Commander, ACOP Osayampo Fuduku, told the press in Kumasi that the suspect and 3 others were on duty at the Parako Estates in Kumasi about a week ago. During their patrol duty, the Chinese national and his wife were asked to stop at a checkpoint for routine inspection. According to ACP Duku, soon after the couple left the checkpoint, they could not find the iPhone.
The Chinese national and his wife suspected the phone might have been taken by the police. Fortunately, they came across another policeman on bike patrol who said he could help them identify the police vehicle. On 1st May, the couple met with the second police who volunteered to help. When they got to the Santase roundabout, they saw the car and the Chinese man identified the suspect.
Way later lodged a complaint at the Kumasi Central Police Station, as a result of which the patrolmen who had been on duty at the Parako Estate were invited for interrogation. It was during the interrogation that Constable Sapong admitted taking the phone but had given it out for sale. On the directive of the Inspector General of Police, Constable Sapong had since been interdicted and will soon face criminal prosecution. Meanwhile, the regional commander in charge of the visibility unit, Deputy Superintendent of Police Bernard Chumberma, has been replaced by Chief Superintendent Christopher Abakan until further investigation is conducted. Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin's report for Joy News.
Now, the body of a teacher has been found at Aguji near Pando after he was reported missing for several weeks. The deceased, 44-year-old Francis Jude Kwamena Boaje, was a teacher at the Tanyingbe Senior High School near Ho in the Volta region. A family source tells Joy News he left his home in Pando, Chakpi on February 6 for a funeral at Pando Gaja, but never returned. Let's now speak to Volta regional correspondent Ivy Setoji with more on this. So, Ivy, what can you tell us about this case?
Well, right now the family is devastated. They are going through a lot, obviously, because according to the information we've gathered, he was the only son of the mother, and so the mother at the moment is going through a lot, losing an only child. So right now the town is also going through a state of shock. They are asking the authorities, the police, to make sure justice is served, to look out for those who murdered this young man, and so that they can also have that justice. So that is what the family is looking out for. Even though he's no more, they want justice to be done.
Ivy, so what have the police in the area also been saying on this issue?
The police wouldn't talk. They are not talking to anyone. They wouldn't talk to the media for now, but they said they are still doing their own investigations, and very soon they hope to get or arrest this culprit or this unknown people who murdered this young man. So for now, according to them, they are going on with their investigation.
Okay. Ivy, thank you very much for that update. Ivy Setoji, it's a Volta regional correspondent there. Let's go to Nasia now, where over 1,000 residents of the community in the West Mampusi district of the Northern region have been displaced following a torrential rainstorm that hit the area on Sunday night. The rainstorm destroyed property, running into millions of Ghana cedis and rendered many residents homeless. We can now have an update on this. Let's speak to the district chief executive of the area, but we'll come back to that. But David Wuni is the district chief executive for West Mampusi. He joins us over the telephone now with some more. So, Mr. Wuni, what is the situation now? Have officials of NADMO and Co been able to reach residents here?
In fact, I'm in a car and I can hardly hear you if it's particularly this place. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Wuni.
Yes, please.
Yes, I wanted to know whether help has come to these people, these persons at Nasia.
Oh, yeah. For now, I think we are still expecting to hear from them. We have not heard anything yet from them.
I see.
They are also working around the clock to see to it that at least they are able to assist us.
So currently, for those people who were displaced in the torrential rains, how are they coping? Where are they sleeping?
Are sleeping with friends and relatives within the same community, and they themselves are also struggling to sleep until support comes.
So while we wait for the support to come, in the interim, what is your outfit doing to help these persons?
For now, the office is struggling to see to it that we put back the food supply in place. Once this is resuming later by 12th of this month, that is what we're working on for now.
I didn't get the last part of what you said, Mr. Oni. If you could speak up a bit.
You did not get the last one. I said for now, the office is working to put the food structure in. Once food is opening on the 12th of this month, we are working in all earnest to see to it that by 12th, the school is put back to shift for them to review.
Okay, thank you very much for that update. Okay, he's the district chief executive of the Mampusi West District. That's Mr. David Wuni. We can now get to know the situation on the ground as was reported by our correspondent.
The rainstorm that lasted for about an hour in the area wreaked havoc to over 78 houses and other structures, including the Nasia Junior High School. Electrical appliances, including refrigerators, television sets, plus foodstuffs and clothing of residents, among others, have all been destroyed. The victims of the rainstorm are putting up with friends, family members, and relatives in the area, whilst appealing for assistance. Officials of the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, are yet to receive relief items from the headquarters in Accra, thereby leaving the victims stranded and helpless. District Chief Executive for West Mampusi, David Wuni, tells Joy News he is overwhelmed by the extent of damage, which he says is beyond the district's capacity.
We had about 78 houses roofed off, some of them complete, some took some few rooms in the houses. A school block that is meant for the KG and the primary has been completely roofed off. It's also a center for their IC. Most of the computers and the books were submerged in water. The story here is supposed to be seen by all. As a chief executive, I want to use this your platform to appeal for all philanthropists and non-governmental organizations to come to our aid. We as an assembly will do our bit, but then I know it is beyond our capacity.